Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. I am so thrilled to have you here today because we're taking a really fascinating look at human behavior. We're going to completely deconstruct a massive societal myth about relationships. You know, for a very long time, men in particular have been told that if they want love, they absolutely have to chase it. The message has always been kind of the same, right? You have to make the first move, you gotta send the first message, constantly prove yourself, and whatever you do, never ever give up. But today, well, we are going to look at a fundamentally different mindset.
So you got to ask yourself, does chasing love actually work? It's a question that challenges pretty much everything we've been taught. We're going to explore the psychology behind men who understand that endless persistence doesn't automatically equal romance. And just to be super clear here, this isn't about playing hard to get or being arrogant or pretending you don't care. Not at all. It's about understanding the deep psychology of men who value themselves enough to simply not pursue someone who isn't equally interested.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the myth of the chase.
There is an absolutely crucial difference between pursuing and chasing. While confidence and taking initiative certainly matter, pursuing is all about mutual interest. It's like building a bridge together. Chasing, on the other hand, is entirely one-sided. It's literally like running on a treadmill and hoping you reach a destination. It just leaves you completely exhausted. The most confident men out there often aren't the ones running after attention. Why? Well, because they have systematically built lives that just don't revolve around getting it. They don't need to chase because they aren't using another person to prove their own worth.
Moving right along, Section 2, how confidence builds self-value.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is where true confidence actually comes from. So many people unknowingly use relationships as a mirror, right? Like if someone likes them, they feel valuable, but if they get rejected, they instantly question their entire worth. But men who don't chase generate their confidence internally. Their value is built upon their character, their work, their personal goals, and honestly, most importantly, the promises they keep to themselves. This is absolutely crucial because when you rely on these internal pillars, you take back control. Your identity isn't at the mercy of someone else's approval. You can appreciate affection for sure, but you don't depend on it to feel like a complete human being.
And because of that strong internal foundation, we can completely reframe rejection. Rejection is simply a mismatch. It is not a hit to your self-worth. When your value comes from within, someone else's lack of interest doesn't just shake your whole identity. It just means the two of you aren't a match. And you know, when you deeply internalize that reality, there's absolutely no way you'll ever find yourself begging for someone else's attention.
Which brings us to Section 3, the power of reciprocity.
Do not confuse blind persistence with compatibility. Men who don't chase firmly believe that interest should be mutual. I mean, we all know how exhausting it is to carry a one-sided text conversation or always be the only one making plans, right? If you find yourself carrying the entire connection while the other person gives practically zero back, it's time to naturally step away. Actually, scratch that. It's essential to step away. This isn't to manipulate them, it's simply realizing that effort has to flow in both directions. Attraction only grows when both people actively choose each other. Let's move to Section 4 and see how this builds. Finding comfort in solitude.
Happiness isn't waiting for another person to arrive. I absolutely love this quote from our source material. A huge psychological trait of men who don't chase is that their main goal isn't finding someone to complete them. Their biggest goal is becoming someone they are genuinely proud of. They invest their time into their careers, their health, finances, hobbies, friendships, the whole shebang. Because of this, a relationship becomes a really beautiful addition to their life, rather than its entire purpose. They're just too busy creating a meaningful future to spend all day chasing uncertain attention. And ironically, having this independent direction is what makes them significantly more attractive.
Just think about the two mindsets you can have when you're single. It's like night and day. Loneliness is this state of fear that pushes people straight into unhealthy, mismatched relationships just to avoid being alone. But comfort with solitude? Wow, that creates incredible freedom. It gives you the space to actually wait for healthier connections. Men with this mindset don't see being single as a failure. They see it as an opportunity to keep growing and enjoy their own company until the right person naturally comes along.
All right, Section 5, establishing boundaries early.
Men who don't chase have a crystal clear understanding of what they will and absolutely will not accept. Constant disrespect? Playing games? Disappearing for weeks on end or only reaching out when it's suddenly convenient? You just do not endlessly tolerate it. You communicate your standards, and if absolutely nothing changes, you simply move on. They respect a no or a lack of interest early on, rather than treating it like some grand puzzle to solve. Let me tell you, walking away from mixed signals saves an enormous amount of emotional energy.
So the crucial point is that communicating these standards isn't about having a massive ego. It's entirely about respecting yourself enough not to repeatedly accept treatment that you would never dish out to someone else. Strong boundaries prevent much bigger problems down the line, because ultimately, the people who genuinely value your time are usually the exact same ones who naturally respect your boundaries.
And finally, Section 6, the magnetism of quiet confidence.
So, what is quiet confidence? It's this calm, patient, and deeply secure self-worth that just does not seek endless external approval. Truly confident men rarely feel this burning need to loudly prove themselves to everyone they meet. They don't chase every single opportunity for attention because they aren't trying to relentlessly convince the world of their value. Instead, they just let their actions speak for them. They trust that the right people will recognize their worth without needing desperate persuasion.
And this is what the whole thing really comes down to. Healthy love absolutely cannot be forced. No amount of texting, convincing, or trying harder can miraculously create genuine attraction where it just doesn't exist. The strongest relationships aren't built on one person constantly proving their worth while the other casually decides if they're enough. No, they are built on mutual respect, shared effort, and genuine interest from both sides. And this perfectly ties right back to that internal self-value we talked about earlier. The less you depend on external validation, the more authentic and truly magnetic your confidence becomes.
So, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on. Are you chasing people who are running away? Or are you choosing those who choose you? When you truly value yourself, you stop running after people who aren't interested. Instead, you invest all that precious energy into becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts healthy relationships. And when the right person finally comes along, neither of you has to chase. You simply choose each other. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep focusing on your own growth, and I will see you in the next one.